laughing at the hippies who are praying they'll get out of here alive. Loudmouth in the corners getting to me, talking about my earrings and my hair. I guess he ain't read the signs that say I've been to prison. Someone ought to warn him before I knock him off his chair, 'cause my long hair just can't cover up my redneck. I've won every fight I've ever fought.
We're live.
Who's the cutie?
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast that is slowly coming to an end to this bodybuilding series.
Oh, I was like, what? The podcast is coming to an end?
And actually,
what a way to break it to us.
By the time this episode airs, the cut will have already been done. The winner will already have been announced. And the video of which will not have happened yet because I'm a slow editor. But either way, there will be a video.
Our editor is slow.
You're not going to do it live?
Lord, no, I ain't doing it live. More importantly, we don't have internet where we're recording this at. So,
Side note, it's me and Holland. We're the cutie, by the way, if anybody was wondering.
just singular.
Yeah, we are the cutie.
Yeah.
We're a unit.
Suck my unit.
Better cut that.
No. I hate you guys. I know I've said it before.
You know, this is early for him to already start saying that.
Caleb's saucy, Caleb. We've talked about
Yeah.
this.
I mean, usually.
Honey, are you playing Iron Peril? Are you playing Iron Peril? Okay, she's not playing.
Okay. We may have a chance. Well, one of us may now.
I was about to say, what do you mean?
Yeah, wait.
We're a unit.
Okay. So, couple topics real quick.
That's
One.
a heterosexual power couple. That's what that is. Unit.
So anyways,
Not
Holland.
like two dudes.
Oh my
Not
God.
like Go ahead.
One,
I'm not saying we're together.
Since this bodybuilding is coming to an end,
Yeah.
have you thought about what your meal's going to be after? Because I'm assuming even though you're going to keep the cut going, are you going to take like the weekend and just chill?
I'm probably going to take like closer to a week.
I don't blame you at all.
Yeah.
But I know you're going to continue doing it, but I didn't know what your
Yeah.
plan was. Because I know mine, I've already got a nice little night planned on Saturday.
He's going to take the week and then won't go back.
Nah, I think Colin will go back.
Yeah.
He's got his tough little boy over here.
This little strong boy.
Yeah.
But and my plan is Saturday, as soon as it's over, I'm going to already have it dialed in.
Yeah.
Domino's is going to have my pizza ready. And then I'm going to go pick it up. Then I'm going to swing by Food City, pick up one of those little assorted cheesecakes and the whole thing of ice cream. And I'm going to eat till I throw up.
You're going to make yourself sick.
I don't think it's going to take very long.
No, it won't.
So
It's going to take about 2 pieces of pizza and I'm probably going to be done. But
yeah. Sam told me to pig out today, right? You know.
yeah, I'm aware. As you showed up with Taco Bell.
Well, so I kept breakfast the same, like normal, oats and berries and whatnot. And then my first morning meal was just chicken and rice. But then for lunch, I went and got a hoagie.
Ooh,
And
love a good hoagie.
I got a hoagie, one of those little bags of chips, and 2 Reese's cups.
Ooh, you animal.
Did you get the regular or which one did you get?
They didn't have any of the special
Of course,
ones there.
of course. It's whenever you go there and you're allowed to eat them. They don't have
Yeah,
them.
they didn't have them, but just 2 Reese's cups and a sandwich and chips, and like I was like, oh, my
Yep.
tummy.
So even the cheat meals that he told me I could have, I did kind of the same thing. I didn't cheat very much on them. Like, I think he gave me 2 throughout this whole 16-week period, and I think I got a Burger King burger one time. And the other time was I got extra food while I was at my in-laws for dinner. That was it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really go all out because I knew, like Alan said, I know myself pretty well. And if I started, I probably wouldn't have gone back, especially with the mental state I've been in this whole time.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like I felt like, you know how you feel like when you like really pigged out on candy or something.
Yeah.
You got the sugar belly, you know.
That's how most pre-workout makes me feel.
That's
I got candy belly.
Yeah, that's how I felt after just a sandwich, a little bag of chips, and 2 Reese's cups.
I feel like that every day.
That's your
how he
goal.
knows he's full. Yeah.
That's like
When
that
he
day-
comes to lunch and drops whatever he has for lunch, and they come in little to-go containers, there's like a thud felt through the cafeteria. He just comes up and he drops it from that off the table every time. I'm usually saying something along the lines of, dude, don't even open that. No, because it's usually like a Philly cheesesteak or something.
Yeah. That day he walked over there with the fajitas.
Oh, yeah.
That's about 3 pounds.
Dude, that was that box was solid.
I had a big old sandwich on Texas toast one day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm not like, I like sandwiches, but not really is that like, oh man, I would kill a sandwich right now.
I love a cold sandwich.
Oh,
Sourdough,
Oh yeah.
provolone, little roast beef, little ham, little bacon, balsamic vinegar,
Talk to me.
cracked black pepper,
Keep going.
little mayo, which you do not like because you're
No.
weird.
At this point though, I'd probably eat
He
it.
would
Smash
eat
it.
it.
Couple barbecue chips,
Mhm.
some chopped up Clausen pickles,
Say some more.
smash it down, cut it in triangles, and
Absolutely.
just inhale it.
Praise God. But yeah, I'm not normally one to be like go to lunch and say what I want more than anything in this room is a sandwich. And he put that sandwich on the table, and me and Dave both were just staring. Like,
You're like, all of a sudden, hey, grab me one, Dave.
Yeah, give me a water too.
there's water and Diet Coke in that fridge every week, and never do y'all want one.
Well, I just now seen it. I was like, heck yeah, that'd be good.
You've been over chugging that gallon and then winking at me. It's been making me thirsty.
Yeah. We're not going to let you be more hydrated than us.
Then you're going to out-hydrate me, dog?
Dude, I've already drank 1.5 gallons today.
You don't know how much we drank
why?
earlier today.
I know you have. You have a
Don't
weird.
offer him nothing, Keela. He's ignoring you. Don't take that.
Okay. She got a. She got a pool. And It's
Yeah.
like one of those like 12-foot round, 4-foot tall pools, and she's in love with it.
Yeah.
So what she said was it's still over chlorinated, but she's swimming.
She lives dangerously.
So her eyes will be swelled shut tonight when she goes to bed.
Probably. She'll be all right. She can have some of my prednisone. One more topic I wanted to cover before we move into our big segment for the day is, have you seen the enhanced games?
I've just heard everybody talking about them.
So from what I'm hearing right now is that they are going to start next year.
That is,
No diving, Keela. There's not a lifeguard on duty out there.
True. We're all in here.
I mean, technically, it is deep enough for you to dive in.
But if
Tell him
you-
he's about to dive into an ass whooping if he keeps it up.
anyway, so the enhanced games are supposed to start next year from what I'm seeing. And I'd looked up what sports were already listed, but I've already forgot. I know swimming is one of them. And have you seen the video of, I think he's the Icelandic swimmer who's obviously getting ready for the enhanced games? Like, he is monstrous.
Yeah.
Like, he's flapping his arms, getting ready for I think his nickname is the Rocket. And he's like flapping his arms, just kind of getting loose. And all you see is just these giant lats, just like wings. I was like, dear Lord, he looks unreal, especially as a swimmer.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what humans can actually do.
That's why I'm excited. Is like, these people are going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
So just let them do it and let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see how fast people
Yep.
can run. Let's
think
see
it's-
Quote
how-
me, let's let God sort them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as long as you have a clear cut, records are different,
Yeah.
which obviously it is, but
Yeah. I don't see any problem in it.
no, I don't. I mean, it's my same argument for World's Strongest Man is if you like, why shouldn't they be on gear? I'm watching these guys to see what's the strongest, absolute, possible, attainable lifts we can see here. Not what can like a random dude.
Yeah, and I kind of look at it as like raw versus equipped powerlifting.
Exactly.
Equipped powerlifting is, by putting a bench shirt on, they're kind of going after the same goal. They're
Yep.
trying to make themselves stronger than they would be.
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, they're also on stuff. Then they're throwing a shirt on. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, I go for it. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, we're gonna cover the enhanced games for sure
No, we're good. I'm good.
Maybe we can add that to our
Thank you,
list
pal.
of places we're going for a live broadcast.
I thought you were going to say places that we're going to try to compete.
No,
Sign me up for that one.
I'm not ready for that one. As much as I would love to be, I'm not ready for that one. But trying to think, anything else you want to cover before we?
Brad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're wearing your shirt today.
Yeah. I actually wore this shirt just so I would remember to mention it.
Smart, because whenever you walked in, I saw it. I said, "Oh yeah, we got to talk about that today."
Yeah.
And then I'd already forgot it.
Yeah. So Brad went down to nationals in Reno, Nevada, and took second place, a close second place too. It went down to the last deadlift, and if Brad had gotten it, and I mean technically he got it, but the rest didn't give it to him. He didn't lock his knees out straight all the way. You know, it was close, but I mean, you know, it was.
Yep.
I argue with the referees on a lot of lifts, but I was there from the side. I could see it was it was kind of nitpicky, but still it was within the rules, and they, you know, technically they should have called it, so they did. But if he had gotten it, him in first place would have had the exact same total, 3 lift total. They would have had the exact same 3 lift total.
What? So how?
It would have gone to the lighter of the two.
Oh, okay.
That guy weighed in like 4 pounds lighter than Brad. So Brad would have still gotten second, but their totals would have been the same.
Still,
And that would have been 3 PRs in one meet.
So I was about
Brad
to say,
had
setting
hit.
2 PRs, okay, so setting 2 PRs as a seasoned athlete like Brad
Yeah.
is massive.
Yeah, because
Like,
Brad's been competing for 7-8 years now.
yeah. So for him to come in and set 2 PRs in the same meet, crazy.
Yeah.
And what really should have been 3 PRs, but he had soft knees.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, but see, now after seeing him do that, I know he can get that.
Exactly.
So I count him as already having that.
Yeah.
You know, I count that as his max now.
And I'll catch myself a lot of like that watching like other people's lifts. Is if I see them break a rule in powerlifting, like, oh, soft knees or didn't lock out or whatever, I'm like, oh, didn't lift it. But then I have to remember, no, they straight up did.
Yeah, they lifted
They
it.
lifted the crap out of that thing. It's just per rules
Yeah.
they didn't. But either way, they are strong enough to pick that bar up.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did great. And it's kind of retribution for him because last year, Nationals in Orlando, he bombed out and didn't even get a medal. Like he didn't get a place, you know, he didn't even get a total.
Yep.
You know. And he went from that to second place and earning an invite to go to the Cayman Islands.
So has he already got his invite?
Yep. Yeah, he got it.
Has Kyle got his yet?
I think Kyle got his weeks ago.
I don't think so. Whenever I talked to him this week, he said he hadn't got it.
Oh, see, I was thinking it came in not long after he'd been back from
Unless
Wisconsin.
he's done forgot he got it.
Oh,
Which is possible.
yeah.
But I thought yesterday he hadn't said anything yet. Actually, I do remember yesterday I heard him tell Chip that he has not even seen other people post about their invites yet.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll worry with that for a later day. I'm
Yeah.
trying to swindle us both into the Cayman Islands. I'm trying to coach Kyle there, and then he coaches Brad, and then we're all in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
Live broadcast.
I'll coach Holland.
Deal. Actually, you should probably coach me. I think I need more supervision than Holland does.
But we're a unit.
That was the most out of sync I've ever seen y'all.
You weren't looking, and when you pointed over, I tried to like touch your finger.
It's because I wasn't using my Holland hand. I was using my
That's probably
podcast
it.
hand.
That's probably it. Yeah. Checks out. All right. So a couple things to cover before we jump into the rest of the show is, one, we have hats. And if you would also like a hat, we have seen a pretty good response in our social media. But if you would like one, let us know. Put it in the comments, and we'll make sure we get these up for you to order. 2, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really hate for you to miss everything that's going to be coming in the near future. We've got some big plans coming up. Bodybuilding is the closest one. So you don't want to miss that
You
because
don't want to miss this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't
that-
wanna
That
mi-
will have passed, but the
this will
episode
be
won't have posted
this will
yet,
be
so yeah.
tanned.
you're not going to miss how great Holland looks and just like the Slender Man.
We found a
It's next to him.
We found a lovely tone of Rust-Oleum roll-on that we're gonna hit him up with.
Yeah.
Let it dry. Hit him with a little clear coat, dude. He's gonna look sick.
I think I'm just going to use Plasti Dip so it comes off.
I hear you screaming, peeling off your leg hairs.
You think I'm going to have leg hairs?
Oh, Plasti Dip will find them.
I'm going to be clean shaven, bro.
You still gonna be waxed, and
That was
Plasti Dip will do it for you, bud.
Dude, the defeat on Holland's face on Sunday, whenever he's leaned up on the truck at the gym, he goes, "Are you gonna shave your arms?" I said, "Well, to be fair, I shave my arms anyways. But if I didn't, you wouldn't know any different. I just don't. I don't grow any hair." And he goes, "But my question is, and he pulled up his sleeve. He's like, where do I stop?" I was like,
because it actually thins out here and then thickens back up.
I've had that same exact thought.
You got a vest on?
As a man with tests, I've had the same thoughts, Holland.
As a man with tests.
When I'm like getting ready to wear a tank or something, I'm like, all right, where do I pick back up and where do I leave off? 'Cause I'm not going to be shorn like a fat baby when I get out of the shower.
my response was, "You don't stop."
Yeah.
It's just
No, I stop.
That's like when I'm getting my neck trimmed. They start trimming down. They're like, "How far down do you want me to take this?" Past my collar.
My beard
Yeah.
connects to my chest hair.
if mine could, I would, but I don't even have chest hair, so.
I just shaved mine yesterday, and it feels so weird.
I look like Burt
You
Reynolds.
did.
It feels so weird.
Feels like he's got hamsters fighting his shirt.
I shaved mine too.
I can't quit rubbing my stomach now.
Neither can Dave. It's been weird.
Across America, countless people can't access the health care they desperately need. At Remote Area Medical, we believe everyone deserves quality care. That's why we offer free dental, vision, and medical services at mobile pop-up clinics nationwide. Just compassionate care from volunteer professionals. Your tax-deductible donation makes these clinics possible, changing lives and creating healthier communities. Join us today in bringing essential health care to those in need at ramusa.org.
I look like Burt Reynolds on that bear rug for Playgirl magazine. Hair. Or Austin Powers, but with the back matching the front.
I just got a chest tattoo, so hopefully no one notices that there's no hair there.
Well, now everybody knows.
I've also got a chest tattoo. I've got a bird in a bush.
Is the bush tattooed, or
I've not seen the bird since I was like 22. It's not funny, Holland.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump straight into your favorite game, Iron Peril. Welcome, everybody, to our favorite game show and soon to be yours, Iron Peril, the game where I ask questions, they try to answer them, and then somebody wins. But this week is a special week, as so far, they are 1-1.
Yeah, this is a
Rubber match, dog.
So now we're gonna get right down to the nitty gritty and officially find the winner. This time you're competing. Well, the first time you competed for a prize, but it was like a patch or something.
Yeah.
This time you're going for gold, boys.
I'm going to go ahead and hedge my bets and get my excuse in now. I feel like these categories are very Holland-centric.
I don't know. I feel like they're geared for David. I mean, David is a licensed cryptozoologist.
I didn't sleep well last night.
And that may be true.
Pluto's not a planet anymore.
But lucky for you, there are 2 rounds.
Mercury is in Gatorade.
Yeah.
And so you guys think you have read the categories on round 1. You have not seen round 1.
Jupiter's in House of Oprah.
You have not seen round 2, nor have you seen the bonus questions.
Well, yeah. You have a good point there.
So the way this is going to roll, we're going to flip a coin here in a minute. And by coin, I mean Alan's going to flip one of those coasters. Not yet, Alan. And the winner of which will get to go first.
Are we playing? Well,
What?
probably not because he's keeping track of the score. Are we going to subtract that amount of points if you get the question wrong?
Yeah.
If you don't get it? Okay. It's good to know up front.
This is rules just like everybody else's favorite game show they grew up watching that I'm not going to say the name of because they're not sponsored.
Do we have to phrase our answer in the form of a
No.
question? Oh, okay.
No, I'm not going that
Because I was
far.
prepared. I've been practicing that all day. What is, who is.
So, on the round 1,
Yeah.
our categories are art, Greek mythology, conspiracy theories, music, and cryptozoology. Alan, have you got that up on the screen for everybody to see? Sweet. Now,
Of course he does.
I'm a professional.
So we're going to flip.
Don't take a jab at Michael when he's not here, dude.
We're going to flip a coin to decide who goes first. After the question is asked, you will have 30 seconds to buzz in and give your answer.
That's a long time. Jeopardy's 10 seconds. Let's help Holland out some more.
Let's go 35.
All right. Let's go in the middle. We'll go 15. 15 work.
15 works
Yep.
for me.
They got 15 seconds to buzz in, not to finish their answer.
Still an eternity.
15 seconds?
It's an eternity in trivia, dude.
Oh, I was like, okay. All right. So.
Can I get like 2 minutes?
No, because then you will get it.
Does everybody understand the rules?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll look it up as we go.
Give me a couple minutes for each question, and I'll be golden.
Dave, heads or tails?
Flip it. I'll call it in the air, dude. It's official. Heads.
I keep.
Nice.
It's heads. All right, Dave, you pick the category.
Let's do cryptozoology for 100.
I got a lot of crap to do right here.
He does.
All right, first question is, what giant sea creature said to drag ships under the water comes from Scandinavian folklore?
I have no idea. What is it, Kraken? I know that's not it, but
Okay, well, for one, you did not buzz in, sir.
oh, I got the question. I thought we were playing the way we did last time.
I'm just
Sorry. Ah! What is it, Kraken? Well,
Do we have buzzers or something?
shouldn't if I'm right or
Space
wrong?
bar.
No. If I'm right or wrong, we're gonna get he gets the chance to answer it, right? Okay, I was right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Dave team 1.
Yeah, I
Yep.
am now.
All right, how do I get out of here?
Escape.
Where's her?
Yeah, are we buzzing? Are we screaming for buzzing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry.
All right, first off, you have to have a designated sound for your buzzer so that I'm not hearing a random thing every
mine.
time. What's your sound? Okay, Holland. So if I don't hear that,
I'll never.
if I don't hear that, you're not answering.
How's it go?
How do you do that so well?
I was just thinking, like, I couldn't recreate that. Oh,
What's yours, Holland?
I don't
Top that.
I can't. Mine's just going to be like, hey. That's going to be the only thing I'm going to be able to remember in the heat of the moment.
All right.
All right, I'll do. Sheesh.
No, you've already said your
Okay.
sound.
All right.
All right.
Ready to roll? Let's do cryptozoology for 200.
Sorry, boys. I got 2 hands.
You're okay, Alan.
I think you're doing great.
Which cryptid is described as a werewolf-like beast reported in Michigan folklore, especially around Wexford County? Dave?
Holland.
And this is the city of Michigan.
That is incorrect. So that's minus. Now, Holland, you got a chance to steal it.
I got nothing.
Beep, beep. All right. It is the Michigan Dog Man.
I've got his mixtape.
See, I knew it was something dog, but I couldn't remember if it, because the Wexford County, I was like, is it the Wexford Dog Man or the Dog Beast or the, yeah.
All right.
All right, so quick update on scores. Right now, Dave, you are minus 100, as you can see down there.
Married to the game.
Holland, you're at 0.
All right.
All right, so Holland, you're up.
Let's go Greek mythology for 100.
Greek mythology for 100. What is the name of the goddess of love and beauty born from sea foam?
Aphrodite?
Aphrodite.
Give my 100 back.
So, with that
Holland knew that.
100.
He was just letting me even the score back up to net 0. He's a gentleman.
All right, Dave.
Well, no, so I was going through, I was like, okay, so there's the painting, you know. And then then I got to sidetracked. I'm like, who painted that? and then and I was like, wait, I'm supposed to answer. Yeah.
Let's do conspiracy theories for 100.
Conspiracy theories for 100. What is the name of the secretive global group often accused? You have to wait till the question is finished.
Okay.
Oh.
Without evidence of controlling world events from behind the scenes, David.
The Illuminati.
That is correct.
I was like, it's the Bilderbergs.
Let's do music for 100.
Which pop singer is known as the Queen of Pop? Time's ticking, boys.
I want to say something funny, but I don't want to lose 100 points.
The Queen of Pop.
I got to guess, but I don't want to lose the 100.
That's time.
Who is it?
Yeah, I wanted to guess
That was-
Madonna, but I was like, I'm not going to guess.
Do what?
That's who I was picking.
I was going to buzz in and say Elton John. Let's do music for 200.
What 1970s Swedish group became famous worldwide with hits like Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia?
I know the name of this freaking group.
You don't know who that is?
I do know, but I don't know at this moment because I need to know. I never know what I need to know.
I really picked this one thinking you would know this.
I don't know
Time is
what
up.
I need to know.
Time is up.
Alba.
Yeah, ABBA.
I
ABBA.
was about to say Alba. Wait.
ABBA.
Yeah.
Abba. Abacadabra.
That's my ringtone.
All right,
All right,
Dave.
music for 300.
Which legendary guitarist set his guitar on fire at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967?
Jimi Hendrix.
It's actually James Hendricks.
Yeah. Jimmy James and the Blue Flames. You know he jumped out of airplanes for the Army before he was a musician?
No.
Yeah, he was an airborne.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Music for 400.
On which Beatles album would you find the song Norwegian
Don't you do it,
Wood?
buddy.
What?
Talking to Holland. Keep going. I'm keeping him off his boat.
This bird
Yeah.
has flown.
Got it.
It's Rubber Soul.
Rubber Soul it is. Dave with an 800-point lead. But there is still plenty of game to go here.
Music for 5.
What was the working title for the White Album before it was released?
I've got an answer, but I don't want to get it wrong and lose 500 points. Because it's a weird one.
I think you told me this once.
I've heard you say this, which is why I picked this, but I knew you wouldn't remember.
I know, but I'm afraid that I won't word it right, and you'll get me on a technicality or something.
Time's up.
Okay, now this doesn't count, yeah.
All right. All right, Dave.
It's also technically like still a self-titled album. The White Album was never the official name at all.
Really?
Yeah, because you look, it says the Beatles on it in white. Like it was never officially called the White
Just
Album.
the
People
album
just
cover
called
was
it the White
white.
Album. Yeah. Let's do art for 100.
Throw me a bone.
Who painted the Starry Night?
He didn't finish. He didn't finish the question.
I didn't finish before either one of you started.
But he started. I had to start too. Do it again.
Who painted the Starry Night?
Hey!
Alan, who'd you hear first? Holland?
Of course you did.
Vincent Van Gogh.
That's correct. Holland is finally on the board.
Oh,
Your board.
It's my go.
Yep.
I was so used to not just listening to Dave pick categories. Let's go Greek mythology for 200.
All right. What was the name of the River of Souls, or the River Souls crossed to enter the underworld, ferried by Chiron? Would you hear, Alan?
We're gonna have to get actual buzzers next time.
I know.
Or something.
I think we'd be in the same predicament.
I've got some that will lock the other one out. So
Oh, now you tell me. All right.
I'm fixing to lock you out, Holland.
You gonna do paper, rock, scissors
Go
for
ahead.
it?
We'll let
Since I'm
we'll
behind-
establish the rule. Whoever's behind, if we buzz in at the same time, behind gets a chance to
Okay. Deal.
catch up.
River Styx.
Oh, mama,
Correct.
I'm in fear for my life from the Speaking of sticks.
Arm of the law. Let's go Greek mythology for 300.
What's the name of the Greek hero who led the Greeks to victory in the Trojan War and devised the Trojan horse?
He got. I got it.
I didn't finish the question.
Oh. So I got it.
You got it. Just
Oh.
on technicality because I was still talking.
Okay. I was just.
That timer better be running.
Odysseus.
Got it.
I was going to miss the time limit explaining the Greek mythology for 400.
What punishment did Sisyphus receive in the underworld? Dave got you on that one.
He had to keep pushing the stone up to the top of the hill for it to roll back down at the end of the day every day and then push it back up again.
He was forced to roll a boulder uphill forever, only for it to roll back down each time. Correct.
Holland trying to beat me in trivia is very Sisyphean.
It's feeling that way.
Across America, countless people can't access the health care they desperately need. At Remote Area Medical, we believe everyone deserves quality care. That's why we offer free dental, vision, and medical services at mobile pop-up clinics nationwide. Just compassionate care from volunteer professionals. Your tax-deductible donation makes these clinics possible, changing lives and creating healthier communities. Join us today in bringing essential health care to those in need at ramusa.org.
All right, Dave.
Mythology 500.
Going for the big money. Who was the mortal musician who tried to rescue his wife,
Oh, God.
Eurydice, from the underworld, only to lose her when he looked back too soon?
All right.
Time is rolling.
This is a good one because it's one I know and I could probably think up, and I know Holland could too, but it's not one you think of every day. So it's one of those names you got because once you get far enough back in the pantheon, there's so freaking many of them.
Time's up, boys.
And like
What's the answer?
Orpheus.
Orpheus.
Yep. There's even
I'm getting good at picking these questions, boys.
a play.
All right, Dave, it's still your board.
Let's do conspiracy for 200.
What famous UK landmark is sometimes claimed to have been built by aliens or advanced ancient civilizations?
Hey!
Dave got you.
Stonehenge. Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Is correct. That is another 200 for Dave.
Conspiracy theories for 300.
What mind control program once run by the CIA became public knowledge and fueled conspiracy theories after declassified documents were released? Alan, who'd you?
I don't know.
You've got to be my tiebreaker.
Alan, do better. I can't keep giving him these questions because he's behind. He'll catch me.
All right.
We both clearly know this one.
Oh, I know. I picked this on purpose. All
Pretty
right,
sure I'm a
Holland.
victim.
So I got it. MK Ultra.
That's correct.
I think they got me in the cradle. I've been MK Ultra. I've been hashtag me too by the CIA.
Tag me, dude.
All right, Holland, you're bored.
Let's just keep on conspiracy theory for 4.
What U.S. town became famous after residents claimed their livestock were being mutilated under mysterious circumstances?
There's too many that I don't want to guess for this many points. If I wouldn't lose the points, I've got a pretty good guess.
One time.
Do you want to guess before he reveals it? It won't count.
Is it? It's not Roswell. That's Area 51.
Yeah, because I was like, that was the first one that came to my head was Roswell. And I was like,
And I can think of like the name of like ranches and stuff where that's happened, not a town.
All right, go ahead, Alan.
Skinwalker Ranch and stuff.
Dolce, New Mexico.
I would have never gotten that one.
All right,
Is it still my board?
this is your board, Holland.
Let's finish out conspiracy theories.
What's the name of the controversial site in Alaska believed by some to control weather or even mines, though it's officially a research station?
I don't have this one at all, I think. Like, I don't even think after the answer, I'll be like, oh, on this one.
Yeah, I don't think I have it.
Yeah.
That's why it's the big money.
Yeah.
2, 1.
This is not one I've heard y'all mention before.
The big man, Alan over there. What is it then, Alan?
He's acting like he knows it. He's acting like he knows it.
HARP, High Frequency Active Oral Research Program.
I bet you're pretty active in the high frequency active oral research program.
Got me.
Got him.
All right, Holland, still your board.
Let's go cryptozoology for 300.
Which snow-covered mountain region is said to be home to the Yeti?
Hey.
Ooh, he got you solid on that
did.
one.
The Himalayas.
He didn't give me the pre-hover, so I thought I was safe. I was like, I'll just bang this one out.
Whoa.
All right.
All right, Holland.
All right. Let's just stick with crypto.
Wait, you have them tied?
Zoology.
What North American legend describes a deer or elk-like creature fused with sharp fangs and a taste for human flesh?
Hey.
Dave got you.
Is it the Wendigo? Wendigo?
It is indeed. It is. All right, Dave.
Let's do crypto for 500. Bitcoin.
What giant snake-like creature from Canadian folklore is said to live in Okanagan Lake?
Jesse Ventura.
Is that an official answer? Or?
No.
Anybody?
No, got nothing.
I did pick this one because I thought for sure you would not answer it. This one is so little known that whenever I Googled it, all I got was pictures of Loch Ness. Go ahead and reveal it, Alan. It is Ogopogo.
Huh.
That one is for
Canadian cryptids don't count.
That's for you, T-Law.
That's not a real cryptid.
All right.
Who's
Dave?
you?
Do art for 500.
I knew you were going to do it. In ancient Greek sculpture, what is the term for the that's supposed to be weight, for the weight-shifted stance where most of the weight is on one leg?
I don't know, college boy.
I specifically picked this question because I knew Holland has an art degree.
I don't know. I'm drawing a complete blank on that one.
What is the flamingo?
Fine
All right, reveal the answer. It is contrapposto.
That sounds Italian.
Stumped him. All right, Dave.
Art for 400.
Which 20th century artist is famous for the series of black square paintings and is considered a pioneer? Suprematism.
I don't know.
Hey.
College boy.
This is a guess, but it's a good one.
Please be a wrong one.
Okay.
Honeywell.
Please be a wrong one.
Yes. Azimir Mavlicek.
Because Honeywell, he did just.
Didn't he make smoke alarms or something?
He did geometric shapes too.
Art for 300. Like day steel type stuff.
In 2018, which famous Banksy artwork partially
the name
shredded
of it.
itself immediately after being sold at auction, creating a media sensation?
I watched that video a bunch. I have no idea the name. College boy. Yeah, I got an art degree.
Hey, 2018 was well after I
I
was
just
out
hang
of
out on the
college.
internet, dude. What's your deal?
That was well after I was out of college.
I got an art degree.
Time.
And I didn't get an art degree.
I'm
I just-
surprised because
an art scholarship.
I had this question on the very first time we played this. Girl with balloon.
Man.
And the funny thing was, you're the one that told me that it was shredded immediately after it was sold.
Yeah. 200.
What art movement is Salvatore Dali associated with?
Ooh! I changed my thing because I panicked.
Then Holland it is.
Oh, really?
I guess.
He didn't use the right buzzer.
Surrealism?
Correct.
He had
200.
a sick mustache.
Bringing up to 1,000. All right, so that should clear round one,
There's no double jeopardies in round one. Are there any double jeopardies?
but there is.
Or not double jeopardies, daily doubles, I mean. See where you wager.
You mean like the wager envelope?
At the end? Are we doing one at the end of every round? Uh-oh.
Wouldn't you like to know? I've got 3 random questions in here. And I will go ahead and warn you, I only picked one of them.
Who picked the other two?
My wife. All I gave her what parameters wise was give me a random question about anything. Do what you want with that.
We don't get a category or nothing. We
That's
just know
fair.
Keela made 2 and you made 1.
Yep.
Holland has to wager first because I'm in the lead.
All right.
What have I got, 1,000?
Yeah.
So you've got 1,000. Dave, you have 1,800. So Holland, how much you wagering?
I'd wager at least 800 if I was you. We have to lose.
The game?
Don't be a coward, Holland.
800 then.
I'm going to wager 200.
Coward. All right. So the way we're going to do this daily double
Yeah.
is you both get to answer the question. And if you're both right, you get your points.
How are we going to do this without one of us giving the other one the answer? We're going to write it down or something.
Yeah, we can do that. All right.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
The question is, what's the largest breed of dog? This can go for weight or height, as long as you get one of those correct.
Ah!
I thought that was a drink.
I did too.
You are both correct. The Irish Wolfhound is the tallest dog.
We know puppies.
That's right.
And just for anybody else's common knowledge, the English Mastiff is the heaviest. It's the biggest as far as weight.
Did we both pick Irish Wolfhound?
You did. You both said Irish Wolfhound. Now, on to round 2.
Solid question, Keela. Me and Holland both got the dog question right. I'm glad you picked one I knew. Oh, French history. I'm not going to know any of those.
Oh, gosh.
WWE, I may know some.
Yeah.
American history, Holland's going to mop the floor with me. Strongman, he's going to mop the floor with me.
I don't know.
Animals, I mean, he is one. Just check his DMs. Am I right?
That's right. I was starting to put that back over here,
Let's hit a bump for the next round.
Yeah.
That's what I need. No, you don't get some.
Alan, give me the strong stuff.
Oh. You see the guy that played John Redcorn got shot the other day?
Yeah.
He must have been curing somebody's wife's headaches.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for round 2?
Yeah.
We are now.
Round 2.
Zone smelling salts. Use code TIPP.
Dave, you're up.
Let's do animals for 200.
I really thought you were going to go French history.
I'll have to keep you guessing.
What is the largest land animal on Earth?
Hey!
I don't know. That was... All right, Holland got...
The elephant.
He wasn't specific enough.
Oh,
There's Asian elephants.
There are.
There's also pink elephants.
Now, I will point out, because I don't know if you noticed, all the points are doubled in round 2.
So was elephant.
Elephant's good, yeah.
Whew. Whew. Yeah.
All right, Holland.
Friendly judges on that one. Let's go French history for 200.
What was the name of the French queen executed during the French Revolution?
Marie Antoinette.
Let them eat cake.
But she never actually said. It was somebody like a long time before her when she was like 12 at the time.
Really? And
Yeah.
they just attributed it to her?
Yeah. And then like it became like some journalist or something said she'd said it. Like even they said she said it long after she died.
Huh.
You're bored.
Let's do strongman for 200. Holland threw me a bone. I'll throw him.
What is the name of the annual competition that crowns the top strongman
This
in
was
the world?
debatable.
Hey.
I know the answer's not USAWA, but that's what I'd say.
All right, Holland.
World's Strongest Man.
That is correct.
I was going to I was like, but really it's the Shaw Classic.
Everybody knows it. All right, Holland, you're bored.
Let's just go WWE for 200.
Who is known for the catchphrase, "Can you smell what the Rock is cooking"?
I think David actually got me on that one.
And the reason why I was laughing is because when he said let's do WWE for 200, I almost went, if you smell, it's The Rock.
It is the Rock.
Yeah.
Let's do American History 200.
What document begins with the words "We the People"?
Hey.
I thought you were going to be dramatic and pause. I was just going to scoop in.
I was like, why is he not answering?
Oh, you might want to answer.
Yeah.
No, Holland, don't worry
What?
about it, dude.
You might want to answer.
Holland, don't let him
that-
get in your head.
We the people of these.
You got a 50-50 shot.
I mean, it's the Declaration of Independence, but
Okay. I'm about to say you might want to answer.
No, it's not. It's the Constitution, you loser.
yeah. Oh,
There it is.
man.
Dave scooping in
He
with the
did.
reverse psychology. All right, Dave, you're bored.
What we got?
Let's do American History for 400.
What U.S. president issued the Emancipation Proclamation? Holland got it after the question was finished.
I'll give that one too. Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln.
Which didn't free any slaves, by the way,
No.
because the Confederacy was a separate country at the time.
Yeah.
So
and
he's pretty much saying, I free all the slaves in Spain.
Yeah.
All right, Holland, you're bored.
Animals 400.
What marine creature has 3 hearts and blue blood?
I don't know about 3 hearts, but I'm pretty sure about blue blood. I'm going to roll a dice. A sea turtle?
That's incorrect.
Yeah.
Holland, you want to guess?
Yes. The blue whale.
It's also incorrect. Go ahead and hit it.
It's got to be a whale, right?
So who gets the negative?
We both do, I guess. Or do we?
Or we can just need
Well, his was, Holland's was just for fun.
Oh.
We've done that.
I don't remember. I don't remember that.
Hey,
How did I go down to...
I don't know.
What was the answer?
Your actual score is now 2,000.
Yeah, we didn't get to see the answer.
What was the answer?
He was too busy taking me down to 0.
I'm just doing how this thing works.
Just doing how this thing works.
The octopus.
Oh,
The hearts make sense now.
yeah.
They're aliens.
Whose category is it?
It would be yours.
That's
I picked it
yours.
got wrong. Well, neither one of us got it. Yeah, so yeah, it's yours.
So a current score update is Dave is at 2,000. Holland is at 2,400.
Jesus.
Woo!
All right, Holland, you're bored.
Let's stick with animals for 6. Hundo.
What's the only continent where giraffes live in the wild? Dave got you on that one.
Africa. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
I was already singing that in my head.
Hear the drums echoing tonight.
All right, Dave, you're bored.
American History for 600.
What was the name of the failed 1600s colony known as the Lost Colony?
Jamestown. Oh, yes, Roanoke. Croatoan.
He was
Yeah, it's
Had it.
Roanoke. You had it. Now I'm back down
So-
to nothing.
back down to 2,000.
I got too excited.
Man.
I know.
Actually, I really thought you had that one.
Yeah, I would have if I would have stopped and not been in such a hurry. Croatoan.
All right, Holland, you're bored.
Did Holland get that points for that?
No. Would you quit trying to help Holland?
I think Alan should be one of our bodybuilding judges.
At this point, we might as well just go with my score.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's go.
I'm losing.
Let's go. Animals 800.
Falling apart. It's only going to get worse from here. I've let you in my head.
What mammal lays eggs? Name either of the 2 most well-known.
Hey! That's a tie.
That was.
He's got it.
But it's going to have to go to Dave. He
Yeah.
has the lowest points.
A platypus.
We're an echidna.
Yeah.
That's the 2 of them.
Perry.
but Dave gets the points.
So,
All right, David, you're
now
bored.
I'm barely in the lead, right?
Yeah, you're in the lead by 400. It is 2,800 to 2,400.
So animals for 1,200. That's a lot of freaking points.
What tiny aquatic animal is known for being biologically immortal, able to revert to a younger state?
Please guess and get it wrong. For the love of God.
This is a scary one.
But
Guess and get it wrong.
I can't. I don't know if I know the proper
Please.
name for it.
Please guess and get it wrong.
I'm not gonna guess.
Coward.
Yeah.
Time.
It's like a sea bear or something.
Nope.
It's this
You
little
draw
bear
circles, you
thing,
keep
isn't
those
it?
out.
What is it?
I think you're talking about the. I can't think of it now. Anyways, you can go ahead and hit it. It's the immortal jellyfish. The Turritopsis dorini immortal jellyfish.
Oh, that sounds like a character from Lord of the Rings.
Probably is. All right. Whose board was it?
Mine.
Dave's board.
Dude. History for 800. American history. Sorry. Forgot there was two of them on there.
What battle is considered the turning point of the American Revolution?
I feel like that's debatable.
Uh,
Oh.
I don't want to guess with it this close.
yeah. It's got us all scared.
Yeah, I don't want to guess.
Well, good. You don't get to now. Time's up.
I think it was when we crossed the Delaware.
The answer is
I
the
can't do it.
Battle of Saratoga.
Across America, countless people can't access the health care they desperately need. At Remote Area Medical, we believe everyone deserves quality care. That's why we offer free dental, vision, and medical services at mobile pop-up clinics nationwide. Just compassionate care from volunteer professionals. Your tax-deductible donation makes these clinics possible, changing lives and creating healthier communities. Join us today in bringing essential health care to those in need at ramusa.org.
Battle of Saratoga. All right, Dave.
American history of 1200.
What was the name of the 1794 rebellion in which Pennsylvania farmers protested
shit.
a federal tax, the first real test of federal authority?
I know there was a point in my life where I knew this, but
Yeah.
I can't recollect it now confidently enough to guess for 1,200 points.
But if you guess and win for 1,200 points, buddy, that's about that locks the win.
Wasn't this?
There's still three other 1,200 point questions. on
Wasn't this also a tax on
Time.
liquor?
I think so.
You want to guess just for funsies?
It's a guy's name, Rebellion, isn't it?
Why are you asking me? I can't see it.
I thought you'd remember because you typed it in.
I typed in all these questions. You think I remember all of them?
I'm pretty sure it's a guy's name's Rebellion, isn't it?
Let's see it, Alan.
No,
The Whiskey Rebellion.
See, I knew it was. I knew it was a tax. It was over a tax over liquor, but I could not. Yeah.
Couldn't they not really get arms either too? Like they were using like legit pitchforks and crap.
Yeah.
They didn't have guns.
Guns.
We don't play. WWE
All right.
400.
Who ended The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania?
John Cena. No, I already
It
guessed it
don't
wrong.
matter.
Oh! It was 3 WrestleManias ago. But
You want to guess for funsies, Holland?
I don't know.
Brock Lesnar.
it was like he gave him like 3 F5s.
Yeah.
At the end, it was so
It was the first time The Undertaker ever lost at WrestleMania.
WWE for 600.
What was the name of the faction formed by Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall in WCW before the WWE bought the company?
Hey.
Yeah, you got me. You already. said
It's
that?
yours.
I just was like, you
Yeah.
didn't do it.
I was trying to make sure he finished the question, so I didn't get a technicality again.
Well, now I don't. Now I don't know it.
If you don't know, it's going to go to Dave to steal it.
Yeah.
Nah, because we've not let him steal any that he's known.
Oh, it's a New World. No, they're not in WA, is it? That's
Yep,
going to
that
be
was
my
his
guess.
final answer. NWA, and that's
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
That is wrong.
Who is it?
You're going to hate this.
Wow, the New World Order, dude.
NW. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's why I was like, I thought you had it and
Yeah.
you landed on A.
Yeah, I don't know why I said A. Yeah.
All right, so now,
Dang.
buddy, that hurt you. So quick score update.
That's all right.
For anyone not keeping score at home, it is Dave at 2,400 and Holland at 1,800.
WWE for 800.
Who won the first ever
God, dude.
Money in the Bank ladder match in 2005?
Could you 3D print something about that big? Because we really need a Money in the Bank briefcase.
I could do that.
I could
probably.
do a million jokes of Money in the Bank briefcase.
I'm the first ever Money in the Bank.
5, 4,
I have no idea.
Rob Van Dam. That's not.
I just,
That's his answer.
Wow.
Take it. What was it, 800 points?
it is
Holland.
Edge,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Adam Copeland.
WWE 1200.
Eventually, we're going to guess one of these right. Which Canadian WWE legend's finishing move was the sharpshooter?
Brett the Hitman.
There it is. I knew one of y'all had to know that one. That was 1,200, buddy.
Holland knew it too. He was just being humble.
Oh yeah.
Be humble. That's 3,600 points for Dave.
French history for 400.
Do you want to go strong, man?
What was the name of the radical phase of the French Revolution led by Robespierre?
The Terror.
The Reign of Terror. I'll give it
There
to
was
you.
actually like 4 terrors in the French Revolution. Like the first terror, the second terror.
Well, that brings Dave to an even 4,000 with the opposing 1,800 from Holland.
Yeah, man.
Strongman for 1,200.
Whoa.
Oh.
Which country's strongman, Zydrunas Savickas, is considered one of the greatest ever, winning 4 World's Strongest Man titles?
Guess, Holland.
The country.
Just guess.
Oh, I was like, which country's strong,
Just
man?
guess.
Yeah,
Big Z.
the country.
It sounds African to me.
Yeah. No.
Just guess, Holland. Wakanda.
I will give you one more explanation of this question.
Don't.
I can explain the question.
We don't need it.
Okay.
I'm just killing time, actually.
He would. Yeah. He doesn't have a guess.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Where's he from?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Really? You don't know this? I thought I was underhanding this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you put the name and then just ask where he was from, I was like, Holland's going to get this.
It's Lithuania.
Okay. I did. No.
You needed that one, dog. You needed that one.
That's how Mike Tyson describes that brand of tea.
All right, Dave.
Strongman for 800.
Lithuania tea.
What legendary strongman once said, "There is no reason to be alive if you can't do a deadlift"?
Hey. Jean Paul.
Jones. Jeffries.
God, I want to help you so bad.
Choke.
Can I
We need
just-
less than 15
Can't
seconds.
just
15
Jean
seconds is
Paul
eternity.
work?
No. 15
Especially
seconds
not
is
since you
eternity.
started a last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not the right last name.
You got to guess now. You're
You gonna call time anytime soon?
Yeah, go back. Oh, I did start the right last name.
Yep.
But for some reason, I was like, wait.
You had it. I was like, okay, he got it. And then
Under
what was that? Was that 800? That was strongman 800.
yeah, it was 8.
Now you're down to 1,000, Holland. You got a clean house.
Strongman for 600.
It's all right.
Which strongman has won the most World's Strongest Man titles?
Man, now I don't want to guess.
You're gonna lose anyway.
I was hoping he was going to guess without buzzing in. Then I was going to buzz in and say his answer.
You're right. I am losing. Big Z.
Pud.
Oh, Pujanowski. He won 5. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
he? Yeah. Big Z's tied with Shaw.
For 4.
Strongman for 400.
What strength feat is Scottish strongman Tom Stoltman especially known for?
Hey. Stones.
What specific?
Atlas.
Okay. All right, now you're up to 1,400.
Yeah.
Back in the
Come on,
game.
come back.
French history for 600.
What short-lived revolutionary government ruled Paris for 2 months in 1871 before being violently suppressed?
Can't think of the name of it. It's like the Common House when they
Take a
broke
guess.
off. Absolutely not.
Take a guess.
Absolutely not. I'm absolutely not guessing.
Take a guess.
We can go ahead and call it time.
All right, go ahead and throw it up.
I'm playing safe.
This is the Paris Commune.
800. We're just strolling through the park now, boys.
What year did the storming of the Bastille
know
take
years.
place?
I don't know years for anything.
I purposely picked a Bastille question.
Yeah. I don't know years for shit. Like, I love history, but I can't think of like, oh, this happened on this day.
Got a guess?
I don't know any of that. No.
Yeah,
No,
Give it a
I
guess.
mean, for funsies, you got to guess.
1790 or 1782. 1782.
You gotta,
If I'm gonna,
you're close. 1789. All right. I wonder which one you're picking.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Which battle in 1815 marked Napoleon's final defeat?
hey,
I was about to go in on it, but I was like, I don't know if I want to guess, but you've got it. You know it. It's an easy one. This is an easy question.
Waterloo.
The
Yep.
Battle of
That was an
Waterloo.
easy one.
for Holland to come in with another 1,200 points, bringing his total to 2,600 against Dave's 4,000.
Yeah. Dave let me have that one just so I could have some,
I got
some
too
style
comfortable
points.
with the last 9 questions of neither of us knowing any of them.
Lucky for you, we have 2 wager questions.
I was in last place, so he has to bet first.
I bet first last.
That's fair.
Were you
So,
also in last place last time?
now, since there are 2 questions left, you're not just picking a wager for one, you're picking your wager for both.
Okay, so really we've been doubling whatever we bet.
Bet it all.
2,600, huh?
Yeah.
Dave?
I'll bet 2,600 as well. Dang, you're going to win.
I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't know.
I hate that I didn't pull away enough for these not to matter. If I lose on these, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah.
You should have been 14. That would have been a tie.
Yeah, I ain't tying, buddy. This is the rubber match. We're already tied. Trying
All
to
right.
break ties.
You ready for your random question that my wife picked?
Yes.
I guess.
Got your notes ready?
Yeah. I'm ready to cuss Keela.
What tools were used in the oldest forms of hair cutting?
Wow.
Like, what were they made of or what?
Sure. The answer is sharp stones, flint tools, or shells.
So we both got that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both.
About to say I did not pick these. That was what she said, so that's what we went
You
with.
didn't pick a haircutting question?
All right.
This is for all of it right here.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. No, we both got.
You both got 2,600.
Yeah.
Now, I will let you do one thing. You cannot decrease your bet, but since you now have more points, you
have
can
to
increase.
right?
Yeah.
Because we just both bet 2,600. We both got it right.
So what does that bring my score up to?
52.
And where am I at?
I bet 5,200.
You are at 66.
I'll bet it all too. Why not?
All right, another 20. Or you're betting it all, Holland?
Yep.
So that's 5,200 points on the
I've already decided in my head and heart that I've won. So this question doesn't matter to me, Holland.
Sure it does.
All right.
Your leg bouncing tells me
I like
otherwise.
bounce all the time,
You're
Holland.
Ladies and gentlemen,
My hands are sweating.
to take home
My
the
butthole's
trophy,
Like that right there.
It's like
take
a
home the
hummingbird
trophy
fart.
to become the winner and the champion once and for all of Iron Peril. The final question:
Caleb's social security number.
what is my mom's name? Got a guess?
No.
You got to guess.
Linda. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I'll even let you say it out loud.
Sherry. I have no idea.
You're both incorrect.
But I lost.
His mom's name is Lisa.
I knew somebody's mom's name was Lisa.
So we tie at 0.
So
I should have bet 5.
you tie at 0.
So what's the answer?
Tina.
Ah.
Whenever I make
Casey says it all the time. I don't know why I couldn't remember it.
that was why whenever I wrote that question down, I thought Dave has an edge on this one because he talks to my stepdad all the time. So to bring this to
If I would have just took my time and thought about it, because they have a joint Facebook, I would have thought, oh, Casey and Tina. I would have thought of that.
that was also what I
immediately.
thought too, is that
I
you're
was
friends with him on Facebook. Now to solve this, we're going to turn to our best friend, ChatGPT. Now, Alan, I need you to give me a category. Y'all are at the mercy of Alan. And the wager will stay the same. Just because
So we're just all in again.
Yeah.
So we might have to do another question again.
it's possible. In which case, we're just going to go to arm wrestling. So,
Indian leg wrestling.
Russian jalapeno leg wrestling.
all right, what you got, Alan?
Go back to an Alex thing with Harry Potter.
Okay. All right, so that everybody knows what's in here,
Wait, are we writing this down?
Yes.
Okay.
I told ChatGPT to give me a random question and answer about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's problematic. J.K. Rowling's transphobic.
What is the name of the magical plant that screams when it's pulled out of the soil? I'm going to go ahead and say that if you happen to know both names for this.
Yeah, I don't think I know the full name.
Yeah, if you know both names, then you will 100% win.
I am drawing a blank.
Look like little babies.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're in Professor Sprout's class.
And they made Neville pass out.
Yeah, but I do not remember the name of them.
Got a guess? I'll let you say it out loud at this point.
I don't know.
Yoko Ono.
The Moaning Myrtles.
No,
She
that's
tried
a
to see
ghost.
She tried
Yeah.
to see his pee-pee, dude.
She did.
I know, but
All right. Dave wins.
yeah,
It is the mandrake or the mandragora.
Mandrake.
There we
I
have
got
it.
shit to prove to y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Man.
Dave's the official winner of Iron Peril. So,
Man.
as a king,
Oh!
thanks everybody for coming out. I'm your host, Caleb Day. These are the two weenies that are here. Now we can go back to the show.
You know, it's surprising how like intense that gets. I mean, for me playing,
Dude, I live that way. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing changed for me, dog. It's what gets you the gold brought home.
I lost on a Harry Potter.
I will
question.
say, Dave has never been more correct about something than giving you enough time.
Yeah.
That first time we played, we gave you all the time in the world, and you were right every
You
time.
give him time to think on it. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
At least you didn't confuse Dobby and Gollum like Alex did.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
God, I've got so many people to thank.
Like your little trophy. Ooh, Alan, can you hand me the trophy for the bodybuilding? Don't throw it, please.
I think this might be Hercules, though.
That was a 14-hour print that I'd rather not do again.
I think you put Hercules where Atlas should be.
I didn't. Thank you, sir.
What do you think?
Yeah. That's definitely Hercules.
It is. I told y'all it was Hercules. It's even
There's no need to
labeled.
get snappy about it.
It is even labeled as Hercules holding the world.
Now, was one of his, at some point, did he take it from Atlas for a minute?
Maybe, but I don't.
Somebody did. Somebody filled in for Atlas for, like, had to take the weight for a while.
Well, this weekend, by the time you're watching this,
Hercules, though, he's a Demi, not a.
Right.
by the time you're watching this, you'll know the winner,
It very well may be.
or the winner will already have been decided. But here's our trophy for one of us to win this weekend at our bodybuilding show. Not too shabby.
I actually posed for that picture.
You did.
For that model.
On the front, it says the Iron Palace Classic, first place winner. And on the bottom, Dave's favorite title that he's giving to the winner is the Tight Little Body Award. So there's that.
No, he did it to receive the apple from Atlas.
Oh. I knew somebody had.
I'm really glad we cleared that up.
Yeah. So Hercules did actually hold the weight of the
Heracles.
Well, yeah.
So now that we're done figuring out if Caleb messed up,
I mean, I still feel like the trophy should be Atlas.
I mean, and Heracles, if we want to go with the Greek pronunciation,
Yeah.
but instead of the Roman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So, Caleb, you excited about getting a spray tan?
No.
I'm not really the actual getting
What all is getting
This thing
sprayed?
looks like Holland.
I don't know.
everything.
I mean, if you saw these slutty little trunks we got to wear, it has to be everything.
Spreading cheeks and all.
No.
Getting all up in there.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the undercarriage.
No.
I'm gonna at least
Jungle
wear a
Bridge.
sock. You know.
Yeah. I told Holland whenever my trunks came in this week, like, I don't know, like I've obviously known I'm going to wear them the whole time. But for some reason, like, I just never put a lot of thought in it. Well, they got here and I put them on and I thought, this.
Oh my goodness.
This feels wrong.
I was like,
I was like, this is awful.
aren't you glad that I went ahead and bought those?
Yes. So I had texted Sam, our coach, and asked him, hey, what trunk should I order? Well, he didn't get back to me right away just because we're on different shifts. Well, Holland had sent me which ones he ordered, which are the men's classic, basically. You know, they cover more of the cheek, if you will. And so then right after he sent me those, I said, okay, cool. He said, yeah, this is what I ordered. I said, neat. Well, then Sam got back to me and said, order the full-on bodybuilding ones. Let me see them cheeks. I said, for one, pervert. Two, Holland already ordered the classics, so I think I'm going to order those. He said, okay, that's fine. I said, so thank God, Holland.
I went ahead and ordered those without asking Sam because I was afraid Sam would say the other ones.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Still
man.
might make you wedge them up, though.
Yeah.
So these are basically just women's swimsuit bottoms. Like, if you really break it down what it is, that's what we're wearing. I think what was most surprising to me, I don't know how, whenever you tried yours on how it was, is not so much the groin area, but it was how low the front is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was not prepared for that.
I was like, it's like
I felt like the whole time
your root was showing.
yeah. Yeah, I was like, this is not,
Yeah.
this shouldn't be showing.
Yeah.
So,
But as far as the spray tan goes, though, the process of the tan, I'm not, whatever. I just dread having that be.
I'm not a fan of having to walk around with
I don't
it.
want to look like that for 2 weeks.
Well, so here's how the conversation went whenever I called
However long.
the local tanning place, because, we don't know what we're doing. So I called the local tanning place, and I said, hey, I have a weird question, or at least it's weird for me. I said, do you do bodybuilding spray tans? And she said, I don't think we've ever done one, like, on purpose, or at least knowingly done one. I said, okay. She said, isn't it just you get the darkest color we have and you just do it? I said, I don't know. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I said, I've never done this. I've never done bodybuilding, nor have I done a spray tan.
You're the tanning expert.
Yeah. So she said, like I would answer someone, what I gather on social media is that you just do a coat at night and a coat the next day, which is accurate because that's what Sam said that he does.
Yeah.
And she said, but if I were you, I would do it.
Painting a car?
She said, I would do a tan late Friday night and then shower in the morning on Saturday morning, and then you should be good to go. I said, okay. 2 questions. One, our coach told us to do it Saturday morning. So what was the downside of that? And she said, if you get it Saturday morning and then you sweat, it's going to run, it's going to look bad. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to look bad regardless. So at least if I had a streaky tan, I could blame that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I just lost because my tan sucked.
Yep, had a bad tan.
Yeah.
And then I said, second question is, how long does it last?
Yeah. Right.
And she said, well, typically with good care, it'll last about a week. I said, okay.
How about bad care?
Yeah, what's the worst care I could do? She said, if you want it gone sooner, take a lot of showers.
I'm gonna have like steel wool. It'd be like,
Yeah, dude, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I was talking to somebody at work today about it, and they said, so you're going to come in next week all dark? I was like, there's a very good chance of that.
yeah, the guys at work are they're pre-laughing at me over it.
Dude, I'm going to give him so much shit.
Yeah. The guys at work are already laughing at Tan Holland.
Dude, you know what, though? You know what's going to make it better come Monday? I don't care what anybody says to me. I don't care what jokes Dave makes. I don't care what jokes Alan makes, my boss. I don't care. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm eating pizza for lunch on Monday. Because we have pizza at work every day. I don't care if it's good or bad, but that's what I'm having. So while I'm eating my 2 to 3 slices of pizza, I'm bulletproof, dude. You know why? Because I don't care. I have pizza.
Dave will
I
be,
think I can find a sore spot.
Dave will eat his chicken and rice.
I've been eating salads because I'm a loser. I've been packing my lunch. I get a little tiny salad with some ham in it.
To be fair, though, I mean, it's not terrible.
But I've been eating the rice.
Yeah.
Like, if you said, I've been eating pizza and hamburgers and stuff,
been like,
okay.
David.
I've been off diet, but still very low calorie.
They do have rice at work.
Yeah, but
He was-
usually the chicken's deep fried.
Well, I got the grilled chicken.
You could probably get the diced ham over there instead.
Why'd you itch your crotch? You said diced ham over there, dude.
He's like,
He said, you can get that diced ham,
dude.
I got you some diced ham.
You can get that diced ham, buddy.
Sicko, take my spot. Try to get me to touch your diced ham.
You already have.
Oh.
Whoa.
Not consensually, and that's on the record now.
Caught him.
Hashtag me too.
Zone Smelling Salts. Go to zonesmellingsalts.com and get you some smelling salts from Zone.
This is the trivia scent.
Yeah, trivia scent. It'll increase your trivia potential, your lifting potential. If you're driving to work, sleepy, keep some in the truck. Get a little sniffy sniff. Wake you
Little
right
snoot,
up.
if you
Little
will.
snoot. Yeah. Go to
Little
Zone.
bump.
Go to Zone. Use code TIPP at checkout and get a discount and help out the podcast.
Nothing like key bump a zone to get you through the morning.
No, nothing.
True. It's a true story. Hossware.
I was like, who's going to do this next one?
Not it.
If you need some cool gym swag, or if you just want a power belly shirt, thick shirt, anything like that, go to hossware.com, use code TIPP and get you some sweet swag. However, if you go to Hossware, they've got some cool stuff, but it's just not your thing. Maybe you're not thick, or you just want a cool shirt that has nothing to do with your size. Well, then in this case, you would go over to Etsy, search the Iron Palace podcast or Daydream Designs, and it's going to pull you to our personal merch line. We've got some pretty good stuff, I think.
Yep.
I think we're going to start workshopping some more ideas, like said hat. There's no discount code, but there is a link in the description. So if you can't remember where all that's at, just click the link. It's going to take you straight there.
NutriFit.
Dave, you going to?
There's no way that
Already did the zone.
there's no way that we don't have a bottle of some NutriFit
The
product.
same bottle we've had the entire time, you mean?
I mean,
Funny you should ask.
same product, different bottle. We keep.
I actually just got 3 new supplements in the house.
I just ordered some creatine and some more of the Regenesis.
Yep, I got the creatine, pre-workout, and protein.
Well, see, yeah, go to NutriFit for
I got
all
the
the SARM.
That's your strong arm.
Go for all your nutrition needs. This is a good product. We highly endorse it.
This is a good product.
It's got holly basil and milk thistle, stuff like that in it.
That sounds like witchcraft, and I love Jesus.
That Eastern
Turmeric.
medicine.
Yeah.
Turmeric.
All the way to Myrtle Beach, dude. Right next to the dang Delta 9 shop or whatever they call them.
But yeah, go to NutriFit.com and use code Caleb, C as in the letter C,
SEA.
day. We got anybody else?
I think that's it.
That's it. Nobody else. If you want to sponsor us,
Yeah, if you'd like an ad spot here, earlier in the episode, later in the episode, after the episode, before the episode.
Caleb CD's Day.
June 14th is our stone lifting competition on. When this episode comes out, will actually be a week from, well, it'll be this Saturday when you're listening to this, because this will be out, Monday. So June 14th, we're getting a lot of athletes showing up. So if you want a shot at $100, a sweet trophy, I wouldn't miss this opportunity. We just went over stone weights. I guess we can go ahead and put that on here.
yeah.
And then we'll make a whole big post about it later, that mumbo jumbo. So for the women, we'll start with the women first. Stone to shoulder, you can do a 120-pound stone for 1 point or 135-pound for 2 points. You can make that decision there. For the Husafel carry, we have a 177-pound stone. Now, that may seem heavy, but this is a perfectly shaped stone for Husafel carry. And then I think we're going to have a plinth to pick it from, so it's not going to be straight from the ground. Again, that's also going to be decided day of. Then we have Atlas Stone Load. This one is going to be for points in time. We're going to give you, 2 minutes. Then you can pick which stones you want to go for, which is, where'd it go? 80-pound stone for 1 point, 115-pound stone for 2 points, 150-pound stone for 3 points, or a 215-pound stone for 5 points. And you have 2 minutes, as many as you can get over the bar to accrue as many points as you can. Then we're going to move on to the overhead stone press, which will be 77 pounds for 1 point or 120 pounds for 3 points. It's per lift. Then we go to the Denny Stone carry or hold. I think we've decided on a hold. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So Denny Stone hold with 420-pound stones. Again, it sounds heavy, but they're pretty well balanced. I think it's going to work out well. Then we move on to the men.
I can pick them up. They're not that heavy.
There you go. Move on to the men. Stone to shoulder will be 177 pounds for 1 point and a 247-pound stone for 2 points. We move on to the Husafel. It is a 290-pound stone for as far as you can go. It is also a very well-shaped stone, so I think this is going to be well. You're not going to get some real jaggedy stone. It's going to be jabbing your arm the whole time you're walking. Then we move on to the Atlas Stone Load. The Atlas Stones for men are a little bit different in points strictly because we have a little more options and we have a challenge stone. So in this case, we have a 215-pound stone for 1, 250-pound stone for 2 points, a 300-pound stone for 5 points, or you can go for all the marbles with a 385-pound stone for 10 points per load. If you do that more than once, then I'm probably just going to give you the win, honestly. So then we move on from that to the overhead press, which will be a 135-pound stone for 1, 177-pound stone for 2, or a 191-pound stone for 3 points. And then lastly, it will be the Denny Stone carry, which will be done with the lighter version of the day stones, which add up to about 560-ish. I think, let's see, the bigger stone will be 356, and the small one is 205. And that's your weights for the stones. Again, there will be a post put out about this, so you might have already seen it before you hear this, but
yeah, all the cool kids are going to be there.
Yep. Everybody in this room will be there, I think. They don't have to know that. So it's going to be a great time. Got some vendors showing up.
Some food trucks, man.
Working on some food trucks. And some dope trophies. We've done really well on awards. We've got our very own Alan, the cameraman, has put up prize money because he wants to see some heavy stones lifted. He wants to see some cool people come out there. So, name me another competition you can win $100.
I mean,
you pay $40 to enter.
You can almost get that donating plasma once.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a competition.
It can be.
I guess.
You got that dog in you. Fun fact, when Crockett said, y'all can go to hell, I'm going to Texas, he was telling them to go to Kentucky. Kind of been lost to the passage of time, but that's what he meant originally. The translation from the Latin is, you guys can go to Kentucky, I'm going to Texas.
You know, he said that to Congress.
Yeah.
Play that.
Yep.
Yeah. He had lost a re-election bid. He said, y'all can go to hell, I'm going to Texas. Yep. Rode away and died of the Alamo. Yeah.
Didn't work out too good for him.
What was that quote?
Y'all can go to hell, I'm going to Texas.
Miles north of I-64.